Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, grab a seat. Come on in and hit that light, hit that light. Oh, you're Aunt Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house. Grab a seat, prop your feet. Let's sip some tea, sip that tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. Sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. She holds the throne, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Come on in now. Auntie Mickey's house. Oh, Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, yeah, yeah. Come on in and hit that like. Don't forget now. Auntie Mickey's house. She can roast with a smile, drop wisdom too. Break down the headlines, bring it straight to you. Straight to you, baby. Community strong, conversation grown. Grown talk, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice is heard. Every voice. Respect the vibe, let's share the word. Oh, yeah. From the jokes to the prayers, she keeps it real. Keeps it real. Auntie Mickey's house, that's the deal. That's the deal, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. Oh yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. Alone in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat. Come on in and hit the light. Hit the light, hit the light. You're at Auntie Mickey's. Yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house.
Hello, I'm here. How you guys doing? Oh, bless your heart. I'm gonna play it one more time because I'm still not ready. Hold on a second.
Yeah. It's Auntie Mickey's house. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, grab a seat. Come on in and hit that light, hit that light. Oh, you're Aunt Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's house. Grab a seat, prop your feet. Let's sip some tea, sip that tea. Entertainment, news, and spirituality. From the culture to the fun, Auntie sets the tone. Sets the tone. With a laugh and a truth, she holds the throne. She holds the throne, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Come on in now. Auntie Mickey's house. Oh, Auntie's house. You're in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat, yeah, yeah. Come on in and hit that like. Don't forget now. Auntie Mickey's house. She can roast with a smile, drop wisdom too. Break down the headlines, bring it straight to you. Straight to you, baby. Community strong, conversation grown. Grown talk, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Make yourself at home, yeah. Come together, every voice voice is heard. Every voice. Respect the vibe, let's share the word. Oh, yeah. From the jokes to the prayers, she keeps it real. Keeps it real. Auntie Mickey's house, that's the deal. That's the deal, baby. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. Oh, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie's house. No one in the house. You know you're in the house. Come on in and grab a seat. Grab a seat. Come on in. Come on in and hit the light. Hit the light. Hit the light. You're at Auntie Mickey's. Yeah, yeah. Auntie Mickey's house. Auntie Mickey's. Auntie Mickey's house. House, 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 Auntie Mickey's house.
I am cracking up at these comments. Baby, listen. Discerning 8 is your niece, not your nephew. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. You said who created my intro? Danny Robertson did the music. Danny Robertson did the music and I did the video. So, yeah, she inspired me to learn how to do this stuff. So I created my outro myself. So I owe it all to her. Oh my God, Faith, you done choreographed a dance. I'm sitting up here just dancing myself. But yeah, she's the one. She did it. She did a wonderful job. She really did. She did another song too, but I couldn't get it to work. So I'm gonna probably work on that later. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. So I was kind of torn today as to what I was going to talk about. I think I mentioned it to you, Discerning 8. Oh, Uncle says, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, niece. You know, we make mistakes like that. Some of these names, we just assume. But, yes, that is your niece. That is your niece, not your nephew. You ain't got a whole lot of nephews in here. Trust me. There's a couple. But, yeah. Anyway, I was torn as to what I was going to talk about because once again, last night, YouTube shut my live down briefly. This is the 4th time. And it's always on Charlie Kirk stuff. But I'm not the only one. I'm tripping because, hello, sweetheart, how you doing? I swear, every time I do Charlie Kirk, they mess with my stuff. And it's not just me. It's not just me. They messing with Candace. They're messing with Mr. Let Go. Now they're messing with my brother, Isaiah Robbins. And it's like, what? Okay, now what's going on with my screen? Let me get this back over here. It's tripping. Okay, come on now. I ain't got time for the playing. I don't have time. How you doing, Crystal? Oh no. Ooh, Lawanda. That's crazy. Absolutely, Faith. But see, I figure I'm just some little old tiny content creator. I'm not huge like Candace Owens and Mr. Let Go and even Isaiah Robbins. I'm nowhere near that, but are they messing with everybody? Hi, Mr. Phillips. How you doing? It just amazes me. I thought that this was America. Down South Stitcher, how are you, sweetheart? I thought that this was America. Hi, Doodle Bird. Thanks for stopping in, sweetheart. They're messing with you too, Mr. Phillips. Yep. But it just seems like everything Charlie Kirk related, they shut it down. It's weird. Hi, Kathy. How are you, sweetheart? Oh my God, these earrings is killing me. I don't feel like taking them out either. Let me just shove them up in here. I still may have to take them out. But yeah, I at first I thought maybe I was just, you know, imagining things. But for it to happen again last night, that kind of bothers me. And I mean, just to prove my point, let me pull up a couple of these people. I'm not imagining this. Let's see, which one is it? Which one is it? Here we go. This is Mr. Let Go. Just check out what he says in the beginning.
All right, so we're going to start this off by saying this. It has come out that Charlie Kirk's wife, Erika Kirk, is literally sick of all of us, and she is about to try to sue everybody. It just came out today, and it's absolutely hilarious. Now, can she sue everybody? She might have enough money. So is she? But I don't think she is. But we got to talk about this, because my first question is, why do you want to sue everybody?
Everybody.
Are you hiding something? Because from what I've been seeing from the last, I don't know, since the 10th, because it's been about a month, to be honest with you. Charlie Kirk died at September 10th? It's almost been a month. And it seems like Candace Owens, me, Redacted, a lot of other YouTube channels, we seem to be the only people that actually care about trying to find out what actually happened to Charlie Kirk.
That part.
And out of everybody trying to find out what happened to Charlie Kirk, we're actually getting to the bottom of this. We're pretty close.
I would say so. I'm thinking, okay, Erika, of all people, you want to come after people and talk about suing them and stuff? Now, if you want to sue me for clowning your little corny acting routine last night, shoot your best shot, sweetheart, because I wasn't lying. It was awful. It was awful. My one-eye dab. I loved him so. Shut up. But still, you're the wife. Hello, Fonda.
And why is it that the closer we get to finding out what happened to Charlie Kirk, you, out of all people, Erika Kirk, you want to sue us? Now, I have not received anything thus far, and I hope that I don't, but I just want y'all to think about that. All we're trying to do is find out what happened to your husband that you claim to care so much about. Yes. But
even he clowning her. But it's true. It's true. Everybody want to know what happened to them. Now, I wasn't a fan. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even know the man. Never heard of the man. But what happened to him was horrific. Okay? For your slots games, Mr. Phillips. Really? I don't get it. But now what I did find out is that so we're gonna have to start using some code words over here. Because clearly YouTube is watching. Their little robots monitor our live streams. And when certain words come up, it flags us. So we can no longer use Mr. You know whose name or his wife's name. So I got to come up with another name. I already got one for her, One-Eye Lucy. So we got her taken care of. Now, Mr. Let Go, he has a code word for that country that starts with the letter I. He calls them IHOP. So let's be consistent. We'll refer to them as IHOP. Okay? Yep, Lawanda. She gonna sue us. But you gotta prove, first of all, defamation. There's no defamation. We're talking about something that actually took place. This is not a lie. This is not a figure of our imagination. We all watched it unfold live. Hi, Camille. Hi, Benjamin. Hi, Chandra. So it ain't like we out here spreading lies. There goes the pancakes. More butter and syrup. We got it. Hey, I know she does, but I hold One-Eye Lucy near and dear to my heart. I like that name, One-Eye Lucy. So I can just say One-Eye Lucy's husband. Y'all know who that is. We know who Orange Orangutan is. She's being told to shut it down. I'm sure she is. But I'm sorry, this train done took off out the station, and we have Candace Owens to thank for it. Now, again, I've never been a big Candace Owens fan either. But I gotta give her her props on this one. She done come with receipts and everything. Everything.
You want to sue us for trying to find out what happened to your husband. And you don't seem to care about what happened. So that's what we're here to talk about. The why of what? The why of the what? Why are you trying to sue people who are trying to find out why they killed your husband? We're trying to find out what happened. We're trying to find out what actually did it. Was it a pellet gun? Was it a sniper?
I don't care all that. It happened. The means does not matter to me at this point. It doesn't matter. The fact remains that he's gone. And he's a human being just like any one of us. If it was a humongous rat that just came out of nowhere and ran up and, bit him on the neck, he's gone. Doesn't matter how, to me. It may matter to others because that's how they put their pictures together. That's how they put their story together. The bottom line is that something is funky. Something is funky. Let me pull up my other brother. I love Isaiah because he's got my son's name. And he loves the Lord as well. Hold on just a sec. What happened here? Check out what he had to say. This is Isaiah Robbins. He's also a YouTuber. Hello, Media, the Links video editor. How you doing, sweetie? Yes, Faith. Yes, she did. She came blazing. Hold on a second.
Guys, my live just cut off out of nowhere.
You heard that, right? This particular live he's referring to cut out of nowhere. And I guess this hasn't happened before to him on this subject, I guess. That's kind of what I was thinking, maybe. His reaction. Okay. Hello, Fonda.
Insane.
Isn't that something?
Insane. So we're going to do this again. What in the world was that about?
You know what it's
Welcome back,
about.
Valley Vibes family. I pray everybody's doing well, having a great day. We're going to get into this discussion again.
Now, I'm not going to go all off into him because basically, everybody's talking about the same thing. Okay, Debbie, let me see what you got to say, sweetheart. The receipts for the underground communists. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, Debbie. I'm sorry. The receipts for the underground communist Polish beef farmer collective, Candace claimed was responsible. Okay, I'm lost on that one, baby. I'm sorry. Maybe you can explain that one a little better. This is true, Benjamin. It's becoming a police state. It's becoming a police state. Oh, okay, Debbie. That was a lot of words for me to consume. Pardon me, girlfriend. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Okay, thank you. Hey, Pamela. I was kind of caught off guard with that one. But it's sad that we've come to this part. We've come to this. We've come to this. Candace came hard with her receipts. She really did. She came very hard with her receipts. Hold on a second.
That bothers me. I don't even like that to the untrained eye, he's kind of representing himself or representing Charlie as like a current congregant of his church. I feel like a lot this year I have been feeling as though these pastors are just not as honest.
She's talking about his so-called pastor. That's what I gather. This pastor that came out pretty much trying to tell her to shut up. But she ain't hearing it. She ain't hearing it. And I don't blame her. I mean, I understand. I'm not a Candace Owens fan, but she's really convincing me that she's right about this. Yep.
Honest as they should be, right? Is that the vibe? Like a lot of pastors are not really so concerned with the truth, is what I would say. So we should zero in here on
Exactly,
Rob
Faye.
and what his motivations might be, right? Why did he decide to post this after I revealed that Hamptons meeting? Well, you should know, I think most people do, that both his son and his daughter-in-law work for Turning Point USA. So whether you want to represent that or not, they have a financial stake in the future of the company. He heads up the faith division. So Charlie's faith and what direction it was going into would actually matter, right? It would actually matter if Charlie, and I never said he was going to, decided one day to become Catholic. It would have financial implications. To be clear, I never had a conversation that Charlie was in the process of converting, okay? But Rob in particular knew for an absolute fact that Charlie was done with Israel bullying him. That's what bothers me so much about this man.
So, this is all about people getting bullied. We know about how people get bullied up in here. Let me see what Benjamin said. Hillary said we were going to have a constitutional crisis, and it's turning out she may be right. That is very true, Benjamin, because it's not just this situation. It's what's spilling over into just little old people like us content creators here on YouTube. Now, I understand that IHOP owns Google. That's what I heard. IHOP owns Google. Google owns YouTube. You do the math. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. So, it's more than a notion. We're losing our rights slowly but surely. Hi, Retretta. How are you, sweetheart? We're just now feeling it. But it's been eroding in our right before our eyes. Little by little. Who's pimping who?
Him allowing these headlines, Charlie's pastor speaks out, crushes Candace because of what she said, not whatever. I don't like it. He knew, and others knew, that Charlie was done with Israel bullying him, and I am now going to present you proof of what I am saying. This is an actual group chat, which happened 2 days before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. There were 9 people in total on this chat, including Charlie and Rob McCoy. I'm going to protect the names of the other 7 for now. To be clear, I might actually release a name every day this week.
Didn't she say she had receipts? I'm sure she said she had receipts. And people were clowning her saying, shut up, you talking, but you ain't shown no receipts. Bam, she showed them. They kept saying, you keep talking all this, but you ain't shown no receipts. Bam, she shows them. And then what? So here you go.
But I want to show you this because suffice it to say, Rob McCoy was on this text thread, and I think it helps contextualize him as a person, in my view,
Boom.
that he would attack me for telling the truth about the pressure that he was facing. Take a look. So Charlie writes in this group chat, just lost another huge Jewish donor, $2 million a year because we won't cancel Tucker. I'm thinking of inviting Candace. Somebody writes, Charlie writes, Jewish donors play into all of the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this, leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. And somebody writes, a donor writes, please do not invite Candace. That might feel good short term, but it's not good long term. In my opinion, like all groups, you're going to get a wide variety of opinions. That nasty free will thing that God bestowed on us makes life frustrating at times after the dust settles a bit, maybe. So again, this is 48 hours before Charlie Kirk was assassinated. He was very clear and he was very explicit, and he did not back down, not in that Hamptons meeting, which they're all lying about, nor in this text thread. I'm not going to reveal the names of the other 7. Actually, you know what? I disagree with myself 4 seconds ago. Let's just throw in Josh Hammer for funsies.
Josh
in this
Hammer.
Chat.
She said for funsies. She said, you know what? I'm not going to mention everybody else. You know what? Just for fun. Let me throw in Josh Hammer for funsies. He's on this chat too. Wow. I believe it, Debbie. I believe it. I believe it. Global conglomerate. Oh, wait, oh, wait. That's right, Faith. We give you, we control you. We give you, and then we control you. And if we can't control you, we'll delete you. All money ain't good money. Yes, Benjamin. That trip to the Hamptons was the final get down. That was the final get down. You gonna get down with us or you're not. It don't take a whole lot of fancy words to figure that out.
Okay. So what are we to make of that? Okay, now that I'm showing you this and showing to you that the conversations were real, I want you to reflect, and it took me a lot of patience to allow the lies that were being woven and the misrepresentations of people that were pretending that I was just, high on lying about Charlie and the pressure he was under, the attacks that not just me, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly faced for trying to stand up and tell the truth about what Charlie was actually going through. Why are you hearing it, though, from...
Oh, sweetheart, Retretta, just stay tuned for a minute. She has the receipts. She about to show the receipts right now. Just stay tuned.
Me and Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly. Is that weird? You got people that are hosting a show. Have they, in like one honorable thing, come out and said, like, you know what? F a couple of these donors who made his life a living hell in the last couple of weeks. Why haven't they done that? There's also a rabbi in that chat. Like, why hasn't anybody made that move to at least say, to vindicate what I have been saying about what he was going through? That registers to me as very suspicious. I'm going to frankly say that. It's suspicious to me. It makes me think that in the same way that Charlie was being pressured by money, that you might be now run by that same money, that those same donors might be running you to correct the ship and to focus yourselves on eulogizing Charlie as something and someone that never once flinched, never once for a single second doubted the Israeli cause. Now they want us to suddenly believe the best way to honor Charlie is to shut up. The exact opposite of what he quite literally laid down his life doing. Answering questions, turning point. Answering the questions is what he was doing.
And unfortunately, I have to correct her. He didn't lay down his life. He didn't willfully lay down his life. They took his life. Not too many people willfully lay down their life. Unfortunately, the interpretation is just a little bit off.
In the second that he died, okay? And we all are feeling spiritually the same way, so I'm just going to say it. They're not grieving right. It's not up to us to decide how people grieve, but I will say unequivocally that you shouldn't grieve by lying or by gaslighting. Is that fair? Can we all agree? You should not grieve by lying and gaslighting the public. They want us to believe that the only way that we can support and honor Charlie's legacy is by donating our money. But it would not be supportive for us to try to figure out who killed him and why the feds are lying. We should instead just trust the feds and excuse their little half-truths that they're telling along the way. Now, on that point, they keep trying to make it seem like it's completely normal that 4 minutes after Charlie was shot, someone on their team nervously raced to grab the SD cards, specifically from the camera that is behind Charlie's head. And that was because during that time, I think it's like trying to make it normal that his instinct was to stand on Charlie's chair to actually violate a crime.
That's the thing that bothers me about this whole thing, how it was so blatantly done out in the open for everyone to see, and no one was going to ask questions. That part too, Debbie. That part too. But setting that stuff aside, I'm just coming from another point. Someone who's not involved. She's got an investment in this situation because she was close to him. Yes. He was not assassinated in the same text as maybe JFK or MLK or even Malcolm X. I didn't know this guy from Adam. Sorry. What is it? Who got what? He got pow-powed. That's the difference. He got pow-powed. Can't even say what he really got on YouTube because they even got us monitoring what we say in terms of stuff that's right there in the damn dictionary. We can't say certain words on YouTube that are in the dictionary. So again, this is not about so much what happened with Charlie so much as how this whole situation has now impacted us in everyday things. As a content creator, I can't get up here and talk about what happened without my live stream getting shut down. Yeah. He got a hot rock. How many young black, brown people every day get caught with a hot rock? Do they get the half-staff treatment with the flag? I don't think they even flew the flag half-staff for Martin Luther King back in the day. Yeah, see, Faith, I didn't know nothing about this man until that day. And some of the things that I was hearing coming out of his mouth, I'm like, what? And then I see One Eye Lucy dabbing at one eye. It's all a show. It's all a show. But in the process, they're still chiseling away at our rights. I believe that. I believe it's anybody but that young man that's sitting in jail for it right now. I will say that. Exactly, Debbie. They are putting out all this content, but why are they shutting down certain people? They're shutting down certain content creators when they get on this subject. Our live streams are literally shut down. And they don't even tell the content creator. We got to hear it from those that are watching. He should have never had half staff. That's reserved for certain people, politicians, and people of that nature. He wasn't a politician. But it just goes to show that they pick and choose who they want to emulate. And I have a personal opinion on this whole situation anyway. It's all by design. And you notice that every time we turn around, what other situation pops up? Epstein. And this goes more than Epstein and Trump. This goes beyond Trump. Yeah, because it is, Benjamin. It is fake. Let me let her go ahead and show her receipt.
We've seen, but also to mysteriously just grab the SD card out of the camera, right? Not only are they pretending that that was completely normal, but they're also presenting it as though it was a heroic act. It was like a forthright, clarified act to do in that moment.
We know
And that anyone who uses their own eyes and sees it as maybe a little bit suspicious are just in the business of spinning conspiracies. Now, that's exactly what was communicated by
Don Lemon. Yes, he is on YouTube still. But he ain't talking about this on a daily basis, babe. When I say shut him down, I'm not talking about his channel. I'm not talking about people's channel. I'm talking about when somebody is doing a live stream, such as I'm doing right this moment. If we're on this topic, all of a sudden, the video goes black. That's by design. I just showed you two other content creators who expressed the same thing, and they bigger than me. Absolutely, Faith. If you keep the people blind, you can keep running game on them. But this is the thing. They try to shut us down through fear. Exactly, Faith. Now you see my point. Barry said, is Don Lemon on YouTube? If so, they didn't shut him down. They didn't shut him down because he ain't talking about him. Okay, so Fonda keeps getting kicked out. Well, what does that tell you? They already doing it again. Exactly, Benjamin. Benjamin said a content creator whose opinion I respect said they're using Kirk's deletion to shut down free speech. She knew it was coming, but she didn't expect Kirk. And I believe that because that's what they're doing. Now, Fonda just says, I keep getting kicked out. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. People are getting kicked out of live streams and not able to get back in on this subject. No, Fonda. No. I'm glad you're saying it. If nobody says it, I don't know. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. You're not the only person that has complained about this. And I'm glad you've said something. So no, honey, no, No, you're not saying too much. You are fine. Exactly, LaWanda. That's what they tell us. That's what they tell us. I don't know if that's the case all the time.
Andrew Colbert, when he sat across from Tucker Carlson, who was hosting Charlie's show. And gratefully, Tucker Carlson instantly responded with a much more sensible approach. Take a listen.
By the way, just one other conspiracy theory I just want to snuff out here. One of our dear friends that literally from the very beginning started with us and loved Charlie like a brother. He grabbed the SD cards out of the camera afterwards. And there's all these conspiracy videos about, like, why did he grab the SD cards? Well, first of all, they're in the possession of the FBI. Okay. It's not like he took them and like ran off with them. Second of all, I asked
We
him
don't know
personally, I
that.
said, why did you do that? And he looked at me and this was his answer. He said, because I know people can be evil. And he did not want that footage being grabbed by somebody. There was videos of people after the incident going and stealing hats off the table. I mean, so I'm so grateful he did that. And that was his instinct. He's like, I'm depressed to know that was why I did that. But I knew that I had to protect that footage because I wanted, I mean, you're recording in like 4K, And so I'm so glad he did that. But Charlie knew the existence of evil. And
Well,
so,
can I say,
yeah.
I think that people can feel the existence of evil, and that just to put in a sympathetic word for people who are trying to make sense of this and coming to the wrong conclusions, I think they're motivated for the most part by pure intent. I think they don't trust the authorities. They have every reason to feel that way. I know that for a fact. Not the Trump administration in general. Like,
yeah.
we're not, there's been a lot of lying and it's corroded the trust. That's not their fault. Actually, they're the victims
That's a
of
good
it.
point. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, thank you, Tucker, for saying that. And this is the reason why Tucker is so big, because he has this perspective. He understands like what the average person is thinking here. And the average person looks at that and I think it's shady. And, saying that there was this heart-wrenching moment where you were worried because people were stealing stuff on the table, but also you took the SD card out and not the very expensive camera, which is if you were worried about stealing and theft, maybe you would take the camera. But more importantly there is he says that the feds, that he gave it to the feds, right? Now, he doesn't insinuate, obviously, that they don't have the footage. Turning Point does have the footage. That's very clear. I saw partially the footage, which means it made it back home, or maybe they had it back home because they were recording it live, whatever it is. It was being live streamed. But what he said actually conflicts with what Tyler Boyer is about to say. What he said.
Okay, Lee. You ain't right. Okay. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have put that up there, but that was funny. I ain't gonna lie. You're right, Benjamin. IHOP does run the FBI. But isn't it funny that even Kash Patel came out and said, maybe we should start investigating some of these conspiracy theories, etc., etc. Yes, Debbie, I'm aware of that one too. And see, that's her own problem. That has, to me, that has no impact on what I don't care two twats about what she's doing with that particular situation. All I care about is what this Kirk situation does to our freedoms here. What she did with old girl over there in France and that lawsuit, that's on her. That's on her. Too bad, so sad. So that's her problem. That's not our problem. We didn't create that problem. Just like we didn't create the problem with, whose husband. That's right. That's her own. But see, Debbie, that doesn't negate the fact that we have a bigger issue. It's not about Candace. To me. What she's doing, she's got her, whatever her reasons are her reasons. But this whole situation is still having an impact on all of us. That's all I'm saying.
Over this weekend, okay? Tyler Boyer, like I said, he's a COO of Turning Point Action, and he went on this kind of bender, worst kind of bender, Twitter bender, defending the organization. He thought he was defending them against public sentiments, during which time he refutes what Andrew Colvett is saying about the SD cards. Andrew says the Turning Point employee was worried about theft, but Tyler says that actually he was instructed to secure the SD cards before the campus went on to lockdown. Now here's the tweet, so I can show you that. Somebody said, rightfully, emotional manipulation and falsely equating scrutiny as some form of hate speech is not going to work here. You and Colvett admitted that the staff tampered with cameras and the most crucial video evidence in the largest political assassination in decades. Hiding makes him look guilty. And Tyler countered, Dude did not tamper with anything. Yes, he did. It's a crime scene. The law enforcement officers asked them to turn them over immediately so they didn't get lost in commotion before they took everyone into lockdown. Now, that is just not true. That is not true. What Tyler is saying is not true. I spoke to that Turning Point individual, as I told you, and he never once mentioned that police officers. I explicitly asked him, why did you take the SD cards out specifically of the camera behind? And the answer that I was given, which sounded more like what Andrew Colbert said, I was emotional. I knew that Charlie was dead. And my instinct, he told me, was to make sure that I secured the footage so that Erika would not have to see it again.
Okay, so that could be true, or it could be possibly a lie. Because if we want to go about what the Bible says, if we want to go Bible on this, since this seems to be a spiritual warfare situation, didn't the Bible say, let not your good be ill spoken of? Break that down. Let not your good deeds be ill spoken of. I might be misquoting to a certain degree, but bottom line is, don't let your good be capped on. Absolutely. But again, this all goes back to, once again, I believe that everything that has been happening lately has been one distraction after another, and you see how they slid that Epstein file thing in right under the radar and said, we're not going to release the files. Of course she does, Benjamin. If my husband were unalived in that fashion, I wouldn't be on nobody's podcast. Benjamin, I'll get the exact scripture from you. From my husband for you. I don't know the exact scripture, where it's located, but I'll get it for you. Matter of fact, Uncle Barry, you in the chat? That too, Fonda. Don't be so heavenly bound till you're no earthly good. If Uncle Barry's not in the chat, I'll try to find it myself. Hold on just a second. Let not your good deeds be ill spoken of is a biblical phrase from Romans 14 and 16. No, I'm not calling him. I looked it up myself. Let not your good deeds be ill spoken of is a biblical phrase from Romans 14:16, meaning Christians should be careful that their innocent actions and freedoms do not become a stumbling block for others, leading them to be perceived negatively or as sinful. The goal is to act in ways that promote righteousness, peace, and unity, rather than causing offense or division within the community. Hello. Yes, Romans chapter 14, verse 16. That's all I was saying.
Like, he didn't want Erika to have to see it and have to relive it. That is what he said to me on the phone. Nothing about police officers. No one's ever heard police officers ask them to secure the footage before lockdown until Tyler Boyer tweeted this weekend. I don't like it. Okay. I just don't like it. Now, to be fair, Tyler is making it clear that he is responding to all of these tweets, or X's, whatever we're supposed to call them, because there have been people, he says, that have flat out accused the organization of having a hand in Charlie's murder. He doesn't share when or where exactly that happened. I think people feel you're being dishonorable by not questioning the narrative, but I haven't read anybody that's explicitly accused them of murder.
Hi, Carmela. Mr. Phillips, you said, hey, Auntie, did you get my email today on that woman who, her kids, because the devil told her to do that? No, I have not seen that yet. I haven't had a chance to go through my emails today. And I apologize. Ooh wee, Debbie, you said a mouthful there. Yeah. Hello. Put any other well-known grifter in Candace's spot, and will you give them the credibility offered to her? Not really. Not that person, no. Because everything that I've seen thus far has turned out to be untrue. No, that's not the scripture, Benjamin. Let me get down to. I'm not now. Now this is a distraction. Oh, Smokey's in the house. What's up, sweetheart? How are you? That's right, LaWanda, you did. You sure did. And like I said, I haven't had a chance to even open my iPad to look at emails today. So that's something I got to do in the morning. And I hope, Benjamin, I really hope she does stay away from this. She would not bid well. That's good to see. That's good to see. Smokey is KWWMDB Power 904 Hawaii Online Radio LLC. LaWanda, you were asking. And it's great to have you here, sweetheart. You know, I think I've seen enough of Candace myself. I thought I had the video where she had the text messages. Is this the right video? Or did I pick the wrong one? Let me see. I think I did. This is the one before it. It's gotta be. Anyway, I'm tired of looking at her too. Let's take a look at Mr. Let Go. Because this is the main thing about the topic of today, is this whole Charlie Kirk thing is starting to shut down content creators. Not all of us, but some of us. And I'm sure eventually, if certain people keep talking, they're going to shut them down too. And not necessarily their channels either. I'm not saying their channels. But interrupting their live streams, that interrupts their livelihood as well.
Is find out what happened to your husband that you claim to care so much about. Care so much about. But you want to sue us for trying to find out what happened to your husband. And you don't seem to care about what happened. So that's what we're here to talk about. The why of what, the why of the what. Why are you trying to sue people who are trying to find out why they killed your husband? We're trying to find out what happened. We're trying to find out what actually did it. Was it a pellet gun? Was it a sniper? Was it a bullet? Was it this? Was it that? Was it an explosive microphone? So there's a why.
Hold it. Okay, Fonda, okay, what does that mean? Who's a Flusy too? Because there's two chats mixed up together on my screen, and it. What are you referring to, Fonda? 1-800 she's a Flusy too. Who's that? Yes, Benjamin. Erika's threatening to sue YouTubers. I put that in the title. That's mainly what this is all about. It kind of spills over into other things, but for the most part, this whole Charlie Kirk thing, YouTube is now using this as a means to shut some of us up. That's the topic. Vonda dear, do you know? Okay, maybe you're farther behind. I'm not sure what you meant by that. But anyway, that's basically what I was talking about here in this case. And this gentleman that's on the screen right now is one of those that have been daily hit by YouTube.
There's a what, there's a how, and then there's a who. And you, Mrs. Charlie Kirk, out of all people, are trying to stop it. YouTube is trying to stop it. A lot of the videos that I've posted just thus far have been either age restricted or just straight up demonetized. So it's like YouTube is trying to stop us from trying to find out what's going on. So we're going to go through these videos, and this young lady that I'm responding to right here, well, I'm utilizing her video. Shout out to her. Her channel is called Nadia For Real. Nadia FOR Real. So make sure to follow this young lady. Get her subscribers up. I think she's doing a wonderful job.
Now, this is the young lady that I featured last night. Yes, Smokey, they keep demonetizing his videos. And they've been actually, during my live streams, shutting them down from people to be able to get into. Or if they're already in the video, if they're already in the live stream, they're kicked out. I don't know it's happened 4 times. It happened last night to me. And it's really getting on my damn nerves, to be truthful about it. I'm a nobody, okay? I'm just a tiny little channel with a handful of people. And they acting like I got to reach from here to heaven and back. And I'm not the only one. They popping this man here, this young man here, Isaiah. Yeah, they're popping him too. Let me go back to the very beginning of his video. I'm going to replay it. Give me just a second. Check this out.
Cut off out of nowhere.
Hold on a second. Let me start it over.
Guys, my live just cut off out of nowhere. Insane. So we're going to do this again. What in the world was that about?
Did you see the confusion on his face? Like, what was that all about? Hey, Q Rock. How you doing, sweetheart? So he started his live all over. Because they shut it down. Just because of this topic.
Back, Golly Vibes family. I pray everybody's doing well, having a great day. We're going to get into this discussion again. I cannot believe my live just cut off in the middle of what we was talking about. That is insane to me. Because what we were talking about was Candace Owens coming with the receipts that many individuals were asking for. They were asking for receipts. They said, if you got it, show it. If you got it, show it. If not, shut up. Well, she had it.
Yep.
She had receipts from a group text with Charlie Kirk and about 7 or 9 other individuals, including Rob McCoy, who was supposed to be his pastor.
Now, he was supposed to be his pastor. I thought I had the appropriate video. I guess I pulled up the wrong one. My bad. I was in a hurry. But the bottom line is that now content creators are now being blocked from our constitutional rights of freedom of speech. And there's not certain words that are being said either. I don't know that, Benjamin. That's the question. Who knows? I haven't heard of any white ones being targeted. I really haven't. I haven't heard none of them. This brother is a Christian channel. This one right here. He don't cuss. He don't fuck. He is born again Christian channel. And he was pro Charlie Kirk. He was pro Charlie Kirk. Oh no, we're not asking for details. We're just discussing what we observed. Details in what we observed on the video. People taking down cameras and why. This is a crime scene. That's what I was talking about last night. We saw nothing but mayhem on that whole situation after it happened. And there was no law enforcement available to even keep people away from that scene. And now they've got construction going on that campus. There was so much done that everyday people watching, law enforcement included, were saying, wait, why are all these people, this is now a crime scene. And you've got people from Turning Point climbing up on the very chair that Charlie was sitting in, climbing up and taking down the camera that was positioned behind him at the time of the event. Not to mention the other 2 cameras off to each side, left and right. These are things that all of us saw. And we can't talk about that. We can't get on a live stream and talk about it. I'm not saying, oh, this person's behind it, this person. I'm just observing what I'm observing. I'm observing this wife being real suspect in her behavior. That's all it is. Exactly, Benjamin. Exactly, Benjamin. You done hit the nail on the head right there. Everybody that claims to be Christ-like ain't necessarily Christ-like. You're human first. First and foremost, you're human. You hear what I'm saying, Discerning 8? Thank you. But see, I can't speak freely. There was no blood, Smokey. There was no blood. None. On nobody's hands, clothes, nothing. Any of the security that carried him out, there was no blood on them. Nothing. And we supposed to just sit there and say, well, that's odd. They must have had wipes to, Oh, that's okay, sweetheart. I wish I had that capability right now. Oh, it's more than a notion that here we are in 2025 and we're still talking about some of the same stuff that Black folks were fighting for back in the 60s. Just to be treated humanely. And now we're fighting just to be able to speak. Okay, hold on. But I would be remiss if I didn't say this. I'd rather talk about the Vegas trip. Just being honest, I'm over it. Okay, Fonda, well, when we talk about it, we'll talk about it, sweetheart. When we talk about the Vegas trip. The Vegas trip ain't for everybody anyway. So we'll have some time in the back channel to talk about that. Or the chair, yes. It still hurts to bite your tongue. Well, I tell you, it is what it is. That's the whole purpose of public, freedom of speech. People have the right to verbally say what they want to say and without repercussion. And that's how it should be. That includes in this live. I'm not kicking nobody out because of what they're saying. Now, if you're being disrespectful, that's another story. But if you have an opinion, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to move any way you want to move. If you're not happy, in what's being discussed or what, anything, you have the right to bust a move any way you want. That's what this country's supposed to be about. First Amendment rights. And it just seems as though we're losing some of those things as we speak. So anyway, with that all said, I'm going to go ahead and end this live because it's starting to get on my nerves right now. So I'm going to go ahead and end this bad boy right now. And I might even just show up at the casino tonight. Who's to say? So, with that said, you guys have a wonderful evening. Peace out.
Thanks for staying close through thick and thin. Just stuck around, let the journey begin. Every like, every comment, you light up my day. Your loyalty's a gift I won't take away. From dawn to dusk, you've been my kinfolk crew. This song's for you, for everything you do. We grow together through highs and lows. Your support is the wind that makes me glow. With every single view, you lift me higher. Your love and dedication fuels my fire. Here's to my loyal kinfolk, my shining stars. Together we're championing near and far. This is our moment, our family story to tell. Thank you for being so real. You make my heart swell. No distance could ever break this bond. You trust, your love, forever fun. As I close this chapter with gratitude, this outro's for you, my kinfolk. So stay tuned, keep dreaming, we'll soar anew. I'm forever grateful for all of you. Until next time, keep shining bright, loyal friends and kinfolk. Good night. Oh.